Baron asked himself these questions every night. Will they still know me? What happens when you finally get everything you prayed for, but realize you've lost everything you truly needed along the way? How much is success worth when it comes at the cost of time, family, and presence? Watch till the end. Subscribe, follow, like, and share to discover the moral life lessons you should never do in life. It is now 19 years since Baron left Nigeria and relocated to the UK in search of greener pastures. He actually found the greener pastures in his first year in the United Kingdom. He is a successful computer engineer who worked hard and made clean money in the lucrative tech industry. Ever since he became a top tech engineer in one of the Fortune 500 companies, his bank account never stopped receiving huge amounts of money paid to him as salaries and allowances. He is so good in his job that the company he works for pays him well so that he would not leave. Before he relocated to the UK as a young man, he was married to a beautiful woman called Bolu. However, his wife was yet to get pregnant before he moved abroad. He and his wife had applied for a visa, but his own came first. He decided to move while his wife would join him later. It so happens that after he settled down in the UK, he advised his wife not to join him because he did not see himself staying too long in there. He said he would just work for a few months, make a lot of money, and then return to Nigeria to set up a business. Days turned into weeks, then weeks turned into months, but Baron did not look back again. After 6 months, he made money quiet all right, but he changed his mind about coming back to Nigeria. He also insisted that his wife should not join him. He continued to make promises of coming back home. Baron started to grow cold towards his wife until their communication cut off completely. He changed his phone lines and made sure that Bolu would not be able to reach him. Yet, Bolu had made up her mind that she was going to wait for her husband until he returns to Nigeria. She loved him so much, and she is sure that he still loves her. Bolu, in deep thoughts, she murmured, "Maybe someone confused him. Maybe something happened. Even if he returns today, I will still accept him back as my husband," Bolu said. But 19 years have already passed, and she is becoming old. When her husband was traveling to the UK, she was just 25. However, Bolu is now 44 years old. Menopause was already knocking on her door. Even when friends and family members advised her to forget about Baron and marry another person, she refused. She also remained at Baron's family house and kept waiting for him. "Even if he comes back at the age of 100, he is still my husband. If he likes, he should stay in the UK for 200 years. I will be here waiting for him. So far as he is not dead, he is going to come back and meet me in this house. He got married to me, and the last time I checked, we are not divorced yet," Bolu said to herself. One thing Bolu did for herself was that she worked hard and made money too. She is not a lazy person. She is a university graduate who works in a bank. She has progressed so much in her career and even became a branch manager. She earns good money, and she has built houses in the city of Abuja. However, she still lives in her husband's family house in the city. She furnished it well and made everywhere comfortable. One day, Bolu's mother called her and started advising her. She begged her to at least get pregnant and bear a child if she was not ready to leave Baron's house. Her mother said she was reaching the age where she will not be able to give birth again. "You are not getting any younger. You should have children by now. At least look for a man to get you pregnant so that you will bear a child. If you had left that house by the time I started advising you, by now you will be a grandmother. Look at yourself. You are approaching 45 and you still don't have a child of your own. How do you sleep in the night knowing that you may never carry your own child? The husband that you are waiting for, you don't even know if he has married another person in the UK. My daughter, help yourself and get pregnant now that you still have small time left. Menopause will deal with you if it catches up with you. Do yourself a favor and get pregnant," Bolu's mother said. Other family members and friends also joined to advise Bolu. She went home that night and started thinking about it. These people might actually be right. I think I should get pregnant. I need a child. But I don't even have a boyfriend. I have been rejecting all the men that ask to date me. How am I going to get pregnant when I don't even have a man in my life? Bolu asked herself that night. That night, her mind went to someone she knows in the office. It's her secretary. His name is Samuel, a handsome young man who is decent and respectful. I will ask him to do it for me. Tomorrow, I will take him to a hotel and tell him what I want, she said to herself as she fell asleep. As Bolu woke up the next day and went to work, her mind was fixed on what she wanted to achieve for that day. Her goal was simply to take Samuel to a hotel and tell him to get her pregnant. As soon as she arrived at her office, she did not even come out from her car. She just called Samuel on the phone, and he came out to meet her. "Enter the car. I want to take you somewhere," she said. Samuel climbed into the car without saying a word. Bolu drove straight to a hotel and paid for a posh room. Samuel was wondering what was going on, but he did not say a word until they got into the hotel room and Bolu locked the door in a romantic way. "Ma, please, what is happening?" Samuel asked. "Samuel, please, I need your help. I know I'm the bank manager and I'm your boss, but right now, I'm in need of something." "You are the only one who can help me," Bolu said. "What is it, Ma?" "I will do anything you want," Samuel said. "Good. I want you to get me pregnant," Bolu said. What advice would you give to Bolu? Leave your comment on comment section. Watch till the end, subscribe, follow, like, and share. What happened next will shock you. Samuel has worked under Bolu for 5 years. Even when she was the operations manager, he was her direct assistant. However, he has never seen her in this kind of mood. She has never even looked at him as if he was a man. Bolu has never behaved as if she was interested in a relationship with Samuel. As they stood in the hotel room, Samuel started wondering if something was wrong with Bolu. However, she does not sound like someone who was mad. She was clearly in her right senses. But still, Samuel was shocked, so he decided to ask questions. "If you put sugar in my mouth, I will not spit it out. You are such a beautiful woman. In fact, I'm sure you will be sweeter than sugar. But I have to ask, where is thought come from? Is it that you love me or what? Why are you suddenly asking me to get you pregnant? I'm sorry, Ma, but it sounds very strange. Is it that you urgently need a baby or your husband cannot do it? Of all the rich men out there, why are you choosing a poor boy like me to get you pregnant? My salary is just 50,000 naira and I can't take care of a baby," Samuel said. By that time, they were sitting on the hotel bed. The hotel bed is so soft, and Samuel was already imagining how nice it would feel if it is used for bed mathics. "I choose you because you are a good man. I have watched you for a long time. You have a very good character. I want the child I will bear to be like you. You have a good heart. I know that I'm married, but there are some secrets I have not told you. You see, my husband abandoned me and traveled abroad. He has lived in the United Kingdom for 19 years. Since that time, no man has touched me. First of all, I want a man to touch me so that I will feel like a woman again. Secondly, my husband is not available to get me pregnant. I have to look for someone else to do it. As for your salary, I will recommend you for a salary increase. You don't have to worry yourself about money. I have money to even take care of you and the baby. Just get me pregnant first," Bolu said. Tears almost rolled down from her eyes, but she was able to control herself. "Okay, I will not spit out the sugar you are putting in my mouth. But what if I get you pregnant and your husband comes back from the UK? Won't there be trouble? I don't want trouble. I'm just a young man trying to survive. If he arrests me and puts me in prison, I will suffer there and no one will come to help me. I don't want that to happen," Samuel said. He was becoming soft. The chance to touch a beautiful woman like Boku was like a golden opportunity for him. "Even if he returns, nothing will happen. I have tried to wait for him, but he refused to even speak to me on the phone. At this point, I no longer care what will happen if he suddenly returns. I just want to get pregnant and bear a child before I get too old, Bolu said. At that time, Samuel has removed his shirt and trouser. He was just wearing boxers and a white singlet. His heart was pounding, kapim, 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 because of the delicious food he is about to eat. He has never touched such a beautiful woman before. Are you shy? Samuel asked Bolu. Yes, I'm shy. Do you know what it means not to be touched by a man for 19 years? It almost feels like I was locked in a prison, Bolu said. She started removing her clothes. Samuel helped her to pack her wig so that it will not scatter and disturb them during the intense action that was about to take place. But how did you manage to stay without a man for so long? You are really a strong woman, Samuel said. Bolu has now finished and Samuel could see her World Trade Center. I was trying to be a good woman. That's why I was keeping myself for my husband, she said. You think your husband has been keeping himself for you too? He may have married another woman. Do you think a man can stay for 19 years without doing that thing? Samuel asked. That is why I decided to do too. I realize that I have been wasting my time. I'm ready to enjoy now. I will enjoy everything I have missed for the past 19 years, Bolu said. Let's stop talking and go straight to the point, Samuel said as if he understood the urgency of the situation. They started. The whole thing was so nice. Bolu loved herself for taking that decision. Her body needed that kind of thing. She was happy she got it in good measure. You are so good in this. My World Trade Center feels so different today, Bolu said. Poor thing. Your World Trade Center will probably be thinking you were dead. It would be wondering if you were still alive, Samuel said with a smile. I'm telling you. Thanks very much for restarting business activities in my World Trade Center. I have locked it with padlock for so long, she said. They both laughed. Bolu and Samuel did not return to the office that day. They stayed at the hotel and enjoyed themselves to the fullest. Weeks passed, and they started falling in love. Bolu decided to give Samuel a chance. She needs to love someone, and Samuel seems perfect even though she is far older than him. I'm happy to fall in love again. The only thing remaining now is for me to see pregnancy. I will be happy, Bolu tells herself one night. Meanwhile, Baron, her husband, has decided it was time to return to Nigeria. He has sold most of his things and set a date for his return. I need to go back to my wife. It has been long. I have made money, and it's time to go home and enjoy with her, Baron tells himself. What advice would you give in relation to this true life story? Leave your comment on comments section. This powerful story of Baron and Bolu highlights the tragic results of broken promises, emotional abandonment, and delayed responsibilities. It also reflects how success, when not balanced with love and presence, can become a curse rather than a blessing. In Ecclesiastes 5:4-5, when you make a vow to God, do not delay to fulfill it. He has no pleasure in fools. Fulfill your vow. It is better not to make a vow than to make one and not fulfill it. Baron made a marriage vow before God and man, yet he failed to honor it. His success in the UK blinded him from the reality of what truly matters: faithfulness, love, and connection. His broken promise caused emotional pain that lasted nearly 2 decades. Proverbs 19:21. You can make many plans, but the Lord's purpose will prevail. Bolu waited 19 years, proving her loyalty, faith, and strength. But human waiting has limits. When people delay their purpose or ignore their responsibilities, others suffer. Bolu's actions, though controversial, came from deep pain, loneliness, and a sense of time lost. Never abandon your family for personal success. What you build abroad may collapse if you lose your home base. Marriage is a sacred covenant, not a convenience. It must be honored, even when distance or ambition interferes. Waiting has its limits. While loyalty is noble, people must also protect their emotional and physical health. God sees silent pain. He honors those who wait with a pure heart, and he judges those who neglect their vows. Let this story remind you: success without love is empty, and broken promises have real consequences. If you found this story powerful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content every week. We share real-life African tales, parenting lessons, deep moral reflections, and Bible-based teachings that touch the heart and challenge the mind. New episodes drop every Saturday. Like, comment, share, and be part of a growing community that values truth, wisdom, and strong values. Subscribe now and never miss another life-changing story.